Hello everyone, I'm Jen, Product Manager on Rainbow Six Siege, and we are so happy to be here today to talk about, at last, Operation Skullrain, our latest title update in the game. I know that the chat has been talking about it for a while, and at last, we will be talking about it, and we're gonna have a live demo in a few minutes. So this time, we will be, like every other post-launch season, bringing you 2 new operators, as well as a new free map available for everyone to play as soon as the update goes live. This time, we will be bringing you to Brazil, our latest location, and you will be visiting the Favela map. Basically, in the Favela map, it is tightly packed homes, as you can see on the screen, that kind of creates a maze-like structure. You're gonna have to learn about it to be able to navigate through it from rooftop to rooftop and house to house. We also switched things around with destruction. This time we have went with outer shell destruction. This is gonna make attackers and defenders have to rethink how they enjoy the map and play the game and change their habits. We also have brought in 2 new operators. So let's go check that out right now. We have 2 new Bope operators for people to enjoy. So as you can see right now, we have Capitao as well as Caveira that you're going to be able to play. So let's start with Capitao first. He's our attacker. And what he does is that he negates positional advantage of the opposing team. In order to do so, he comes equipped with a crossbow. He has 2 bolts in it. The first one being the asphyxiating bolt, which basically does damage over time in an area, so that it's going to force his opponent to move away. And the second one is micro smoke grenades, basically like regular grenades, but much more precise and faster to deploy. On the other side, we have our defender, Caveira. So let's check her out. She's more like a roamer huntress. And what she can do is punish attackers that get isolated. In order to do so, she also has 2 ways of doing it. Her main ability, the one she uses most often, is Silent Step. With it, she's going to be much more quiet than any other operator on the field when she moves. This is going to allow her to reposition herself and surprise enemies. The second ability she has, which is much more high risk, high reward, is called Interrogation. So if she finds an operator in DBNO, she's going to be able to interrogate him or her to reveal the position of their whole team to her team, giving a big edge in battle. But it's really tough to pull out, so it's quite exciting when it happens. Finally, another big thing that we did with this update is that we launched the health program. This is really important to us devs because Rainbow is growing right now, and we wanted to make sure to solidify its foundations so that we can keep building on the long term on our game. And as you may have heard in the last couple of days, we finally launched our BattleEye anti-cheat client side in beta, and we're super stoked to do that because we know the community has been asking for it, and right now we feel pretty good about it. I'm pretty happy. And right now, as you can see, I'm joined by JB Al, our game designer on Rainbow Six. Hey, JB.
Hey, Jen, how are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Great. Very happy to be here.
Yeah, so it's a really special moment for us today because we learned, as looking at our numbers, that not only are we having the biggest viewership we've ever had, but we never had so many players in one day playing the game in Rainbow Six. And
absolutely.
After 3 seasons, it feels really special for devs to learn that.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a really exciting feeling to see that the game is actually growing. I'm so stoked.
Do you want to talk about the other improvements we made to the health of the game?
Yeah, sure. So like you said, the biggest one is probably BattleEye. For the PC scene, I feel like it's going to be a game changer. Like it's going to secure probably the ranked playlist mostly. But there's a bunch of other things that we did that I'm really, really proud of. One of them is like the accuracy of the kill cam is going to get much better. We're going to replicate the field of vision of the killer so that you get a much better idea of what exactly happened when he killed you. And there's a bunch of other improvements, and one of the very important ones I feel is the solutions that has been brought to the body clippings through the walls, for instance.
Yeah, for sure.
It's a complex technology that's been developed to kind of prevent most of the situations where it's happened. It might not be like entirely perfect, but it should eliminate like most of the occurrences where.
Yeah,
where
so it should be much better than before.
Yeah, it should be much
and
better.
like with any health-related thing that we're working on, it's always going to be a work in progress, basically. Because I
Absolutely.
mean, you can always be better in life, right? So we strive
sure.
to do as best as we can, and we're not giving up, and we're going to keep going and taking feedback from the community. And
Absolutely.
I'm really excited for everyone to see the new ups, the new map, and all the new improvements that we brought to the game. We're going to be discussing this in the panel right after the live demo. Right now, they're still setting up. It's going to take like 1 or 2 more minutes. And meanwhile, you can chat with us.
Exactly.
So what's your favorite thing that we added onto Season 3, JB?
I gotta say, it's probably the map. The way it's played out is super different from the maps we have so far because of the outer shell destruction. Like the whole approach from the attackers, you have to be very careful. Like you really have to be looking for all the people that defenders might have prepared. But at the same time, on the other side, for defenders, it's really, really risky if they try to camp too much inside the objective room, because basically they can thermite the whole wall, they can ash it, they can sledge it, they can use lots of ways to get lots of line of sight.
Well, they can't capitao the wall, but they can capitao the position.
Yeah, exactly. Smoke it out, and so it's really a very roamer-heavy map with lots of way-arounds, lots of things to learn, and a lot of destruction to play with. So I'm really excited about the map.
And do you think any operator is like best fit into this map? Like, who would you play on this map?
I actually feel like the 2 new operators are very efficient on this map. Capito is going to be pretty useful to deny areas, and because this area is really like a maze, blocking line of sight from defenders that are trying to roam and flank you from the other rooftop, for instance, is going to be super useful. And at the same time, Caveira, who is really specialized in lurking, is probably going to be pretty strong too, because if she finds a close quarter and like, I don't know, a sledge that's flanking or something like that, she can punish the other team really, really hard.
All right, cool. Well, the demo is ready, so we will see how they use the new operators in the new map. Let's check out who will be playing the demo. We have quite a cool lineup for you. First off, the one you will be following throughout the demo, you're going to see his screen. Here is team. It's Serenity17, our returning player guest. Next to him, we have Macy J, also known as Matt J. Next to him, you can see that we have Punji Stick, our commentator from the Pro League, and finally Ashlyn, as well as Lol Renene. They seem to be ready, so I think we're gonna kick it off, and we will see how it goes. So let's see how it goes. Let's enjoy it. Good luck, have fun, guys.
Oh, all right, we're jumping into it.
Hello. Packy's still on his phone.
All right. I'm actually gonna run a hollow here.
All right, I'll do thermite 1014. Sound good?
Yep. So okay,
Market?
yeah. So I'm gonna scout like the first floor. You guys scout the tower. They're most likely gonna be tower.
Roger, Dodger.
Change over. Damn it.
I'm just gonna put up my shield since I'm OP. I can do whatever I want.
No, seriously,
Yeah, we hear
seriously,
you.
right now, seriously.
I really like Ash.
No, it.
No, you can't. Oh God,
it
no.
was not. I
you're-
wasn't joking.
No, you're.
I was being very serious. That was
For real?
seriously.
You're not supposed to.
All right, let's go.
I wasn't joking.
How? That's what they told us before we started.
Oh.
Their first floor. Ooh, Bloodbath is playing Pulse. Okay. Okay, by the way, there's no destruction of the floor, so don't worry about like C4 on the floor.
Alright.
The only thing you might like be worried about is like trapdoors, of course, but the rest is all indestructible because there's so many angles on this map.
I found bad guys. I found bombs.
Yep.
The last one known as Caveira, obviously.
Okay, I have a plan here. So just like, can you spawn in the market? Can you switch to market, everyone? Nice, we're all market. Okay, there's this big giant wall where we can open it up and then we can like plant the diffuser sort of like almost outside.
I trust you.
Yeah. Like
Alright.
hold on. It's like open this giant wall here.
Going down. Oh God.
Meche, can you like go? Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna push.
Yeah, just hold the stairs. Yeah, just hold the stairs. Do we have breaching charges, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay, just open this wall here.
Oh,
Here, one upstairs, one upstairs.
Punji.
Yo. I got thermi.
Oh, okay, you can. Yeah. Let's do that. Outside, is that okay?
I got
Pulse
balls.
dead, pulse dead.
Oh my
Nice one,
God.
nice one. Okay, who has the diffuser? Ash, can you come to me and Thermite?
Yeah, is it clear?
Yeah, come to me and Thermite. Not from the building though. You might.
Out. That's yeah.
That's okay. That's okay.
Nothing.
I'll pick you up. I'll pick you up.
Are you okay?
Full
Uh oh. Got you.
Okay, so
Thank
there's
you,
one
thank
on
you,
stairs.
thank
Pick him up. Pick her up. Yeah, yeah. There's
you.
one on
Got you,
stairs here.
All right. Plant.
Oh, I missed on my. Yeah, plant.
Planting.
I'm blocking the stairs with the crossbow.
Oh crap. All right, planting.
All right, blocking the stairs again.
Oh God, it's Spanky. Oh, it's
Oh
Spanky.
God.
Did you get him?
Planting.
Keep planting. No.
Remember me, Frost.
Enemy outside,
Take him on
enemy
me. Oh my God, how nice kid.
I'm gonna smoke the alley. There you go. It's gonna be awkward for them to push.
Hold on, I'm scanning. He's outside, behind Renee.
I'm afraid. What? Oh,
Where's it,
there
where's
he
it?
is.
Scan him. I can't scan him.
Yeah, Favela is so hard outside. Nice job.
Nice.
There it is.
I accidentally knifed the air.
That's my girl.
Let's
Good
check
job.
out this. I'm gonna kill him with the knife. Got him. It was like a warning shot. Don't come near me.
Yeah, Favela is like all about
I want
outside
to play
play.
Frost. God.
Do you want to play Frost?
Yes.
Okay.
I can't play anything else.
Okay, so who's playing Pulse right now?
I can do it. If you
Okay,
want me
so
to.
I'm literally just gonna follow you, and you down one.
Just scan and then interrogate? Yeah.
Yes,
All right.
and then we interrogate, and then we chain them one after the other. Yeah, Pulse and Caveira is like nasty, especially on this map because
Yeah.
this map is like super close, super small. Sorry,
Right,
but,
right.
But there's a lot of walls, so Pulse doesn't care about walls, right?
Yeah. No, Pulse likes walls.
Yes.
Pulse loves the walls.
So reinforce the outside walls. If you don't know if a wall is outside wall, just ask me.
Or do this. Outside! Oh, I've been spotted.
Got one drone, and we can get the hatches, by the way.
Put it down. Put the trap down. Ma'am?
Put the trap down.
Why? Why would it go?
Okay, so Punji, come with me. We're gonna be like first floor.
Down to 5 seconds.
Yeah, it's fine, it's fine.
Pistol is so awesome.
This pistol, yeah, it does a lot of damage. Yeah,
And it's just like a little hush puppy.
yeah. It's subsonic ammo.
Yep.
A lot of noise.
So are all suppressors. Oh, I got one. I got one right here.
Okay, okay.
Oh my God.
Don't try to kill him. He's
sure?
outside. I
Oh
don't.
my
Yeah,
God,
I don't
I
wanna.
can so
I
get
don't wanna
him.
risk it.
Are you sure?
Yeah, go ahead. If for a
Oh.
kill, not for a down. Nice. Nice.
Look at that. You see me await orders there? That was hold my fire.
Can you
Okay,
like
we're right above
check
us,
behind?
directly
Check
above
behind us. Behind us. Yeah. Like this way.
Yeah. Whole lot of nothing.
Whole lot of nothing. Huh.
Except above us. Like by the bomb. By B.
Okay. So they're by the bomb, guys. Let's come up the stairs
One.
here.
I hear repelling on east.
2 here.
Yeah, I hear him. I hear him.
I'm
You directly
tower.
to the
I'm
west.
going up tower
right
now.
above me. Wait, hold on. I'm totally lost.
Is this safe? Like, come to me. Come to me.
Wait. How,
One
where the
might
hell
be.
did you go?
One might be towards
How do I
my
get
left.
to you? Oh my God.
Yeah, here.
There you go.
What the window be?
Scan above me. Scan above me. It's a big tower.
Looks like
All good?
we got nothing. Yeah.
Okay. Don't go up the tower. There's a lot of places where they could like snipe from outside of your range.
Yeah, by me.
Southstairs.
Okay, coming.
Downstairs.
Marking.
Oh God. Oh God. Oh God.
Okay, on the stairs. I don't think I'll be able to interrogate anyone here.
Nah, there's too many.
Oh, they're
three
mining
by me.
outside wall. They're mining outside wall.
Yeah. Outside.
Yeah,
B.
I can flank
I'm
that.
still watching by stairs.
He's falling back to the left of the where thermite is.
Ah, thermite.
Directly on the other side of me.
He hasn't
Okay,
pushed
so you
me
can
yet.
go garage. You can go garage. Right
Can't
now.
see anything.
There's a good flank.
At the thermite wall. One that he opened. There's 3 there. 3 out of 4 of the players there.
It's still south side.
Can I?
Yeah,
get
there's a
out there
lot.
somehow?
There's a lot like northwest. They're almost all there. You can probably get that kill, Benji.
God.
Yeah, almost.
Who's with me?
I'm right
How
here.
do I leave?
Hit me.
Let's go. We gotta go.
I don't have any camera useful.
How do I go upstairs?
I have no idea.
This way, turn
This
left.
way?
Yep.
Yeah, all right.
You got it.
You will be detected. You will leave this area.
Oh, nice!
Compromised.
You fell onto his head. Two more enemies. I don't know where they are.
Gotta get him upstairs.
Nice.
Nice.
Where's the last one? Can you try to defuse?
No, we'll get the
You're gonna lure him out?
Diffuser, destroy it.
Hit the diffuser. Oh,
wow.
he's right side. Nice. Let's go.
Defuse, defuse, defuse.
Nice job, guys.
Easy. If this is the last
My
thing
God,
I ever see, I
taking
wouldn't be
forever.
unhappy. I could go like this.
Bitchay, you fell onto his head. That was great.
I had a decision, either save you or win the game. I almost wanted to save you.
I appreciate it. Instead, you elbowed me in the.
Yeah, I just elbowed you in the leg over and over again.
Yeah.
I just want to be Ash this time.
No, you can't.
Yeah, no Ash, no Ash.
Okay.
Just twitch it up. Or IQ. IQ's just like Ash.
Yeah, play like Twitch or IQ. Oh, Glass? Sure.
Or Glass. That's an abrupt change from Ash.
I
Well,
know,
listen,
I
listen.
know, I
Glass
know,
is
I
actually
know.
really good if they go tower, so
I like
let's
a good
hope they go
challenge.
tower. That would be really
Oh, yeah.
nice. By the way, Punji, you can drop the diffuser if you press X, I think. Yeah, there you go. Now I almost picked it up.
Oh, cool. You can. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
You can
That's a
switch it
new
up now.
feature. All right.
We need
Yeah, I
to
think it's gonna be
locate
I
fine.
the bomb.
approve.
Oh, actually, no. Punji approves, yeah. Everybody approves.
Sick jumps.
I think I'm a fan of this map.
Yeah, it's definitely really good for Pulse, Caviera.
It's just
Anything
really
that,
different.
everything that has a good shotgun,
Football
it's good.
apartment.
And it's all about going outside. Okay,
Oh, we just had.
10
yeah.
seconds to go.
I'm trying
Hey,
to save my
man.
drone.
Don't touch me. Don't touch me.
Oh God.
5 seconds before
Who's got the skins?
Gotta be Punji.
the diffuser is now
Oh, skins are really hard on
Okay,
that.
so I don't know much about this site, so let's just try to like stay as a group. But yeah, I don't know much about like the flanks and everything.
Okay.
It's a pretty
Okay.
complicated site actually.
I spawned a little bit away from you guys. I'm pushing right now.
Yeah, you guys want to just push tower? We have a lot. We have
Yeah, why not?
yeah, we have a lot of like
Good.
fighting potential.
Let me take point.
What the hell was that?
Blitz
Oh
and
God.
everything. Watch the other tower. It looks good. Behind you, Mache. Watch for Kapkan. It's good. You can go.
I do stand ups every now and then.
Yeah, yeah. Was that from below? Or that was
I just
that
did
was
that.
you.
I
Okay,
did
okay,
that.
okay.
Just open a drop down.
Nice. They didn't interrogate.
Looking down on the meth stuff.
Just smoke left just in
Right
case.
behind you, Derek.
Can someone drone this here?
Oh hey,
Punji got it.
Panky, Panky, what's up, man? Panky.
Behind.
Oh,
Left.
gosh. In the weed room.
Oh my God, I can't see anything. It's
Oh
so
God.
smoky.
Everyone's dying. Hello?
Yeah, shotguns are really good on this map. I wish I had the shotgun. Okay, so there is a frost. She's probably gonna move. That I don't think she. Yeah. She was on the right side last scene. We're not sure though. Can
Alright.
you drone?
I could.
Yeah, just send a drone. I'll stay on it for you. She was on the right side.
In here to the right?
Uh,
Oh,
yeah. Yeah, you can probably like
I'm going.
flash that if you're. She has the super 90.
Oh, wow, through the. All right.
Yeah, that's brutal.
Yeah.
Oh God. Oh, no.
God.
So many. They had no chance.
I'm so pissed I don't have a kill yet, but yeah, that was a good showcase of like how good shotguns are on this map. They're
yeah.
brutal. They are absolutely brutal. The thing is that like, it's not only close quarter. It's like there's a lot of destruction, and shotguns are really good at making
Yeah.
murder holes. So it's not only the destruction.
But that destruction then could be used by the long guns. So the
Yeah,
combination
definitely.
would
There
be
is
pretty
yeah,
brutal.
there is definitely like longer hallways.
Right,
You know,
right.
the hallway like it
Alright.
connects all the 3 buildings. But
It's happening, Lord Chanka.
Lord Chonka.
The Chunker coming to talk about destruction.
Yeah, I need to pick up some kills now.
I think Panky wants to
Okay,
kiss
okay.
me. Did he say he wants to kiss me?
I don't know. He's
Yes,
talking. I think
that's what he
he's talking smack.
Okay, so reinforce all the outside wall as per usual. It's pretty much the one thing you want to focus on. The rest,
Okay.
I don't think you have enough reinforcements.
There's too many walls in this map.
Yeah, yeah. I like it. It's like a choice. It's not like there's no.
You have a lot of
ultimate-
options.
Yeah, there's no like ultimate strategy. It's like
Definitely.
there's a lot of ways to play it.
I really hate covering up that kitten, but gotta do it. I love the ants room.
If I hear a drone,
All this adorable artwork.
Is there a drop between the two sites anywhere?
Up 4 is plan your defense
drop?
accordingly.
I
I'm
guess
not
this
sure.
is the closest one.
Yeah, I don't think there is.
It's not even close.
I didn't pay attention to the drops too much.
Well, just because it's a split, I'm surprised that there's no like.
Op 4 has located a bomb.
Yeah,
It's the first split in the game with
different,
no
very
connection, so there's no quick rotation back.
Oh gosh.
Chunka, no! I'm gonna try to cover you, dude.
Where am I getting shot from?
Oh, I got
they
segregation.
Oh my god, right.
Hopefully he's alone. I got it. Nice. Try to wallbang people.
What's coming upstairs? What's coming upstairs?
Wall bangs, boys.
He's so far away.
So
No.
far, yeah.
Yeah. No, he was on the other side of the building. Well, now we know that they're very split up though, so don't all concentrate your attention
There's
on
two by
one
the
wall.
tower. I got two by the tower here.
Sounds good.
I'm watching outside stairs.
I should totally use that ability. I don't use it enough.
Oh shit.
Oh god.
Where is it?
Tower. One tower and one's next to him.
I can
Tower.
flank tower. Is it the big tower or the small tower?
I have no idea.
Southeast room.
Took
Okay.
another two.
Oh
I'm
boy.
Macy,
still
one in
holding
this
B.
room. Two in this room.
He
Like
wasted-
above
he
us,
wasted
above
both
us.
his
By that
arrows.
drop down.
I'm going up tower.
Are they pushing A
They
right
moved
now?
away from tower. Careful. I still have one kind
Roger
in near
that.
it. I don't really know what to call that.
Oh, I know exactly what tower you're
They're
talking
in this
about.
room above me now. There's like three of them in this room.
Yeah,
above
yeah,
me.
I know.
One drop.
It's a chunk.
One's near the chunk.
Yes.
Yeah. No, Lord Chunka.
Worth it.
No.
You have been spotted by hostiles.
Worth
Fall
it.
back.
We will remember you always.
You have entered an enemy
I got
controlled
bloodbath in
area.
this
There's one more on a tower. If you can go up tower, you can actually get the crossfire on
If
him.
you remain in this zone, you will be
I'm
detected by
I'm trying to
hostiles.
suppress him, but okay.
They're,
I'm
like,
not
trying to
gonna
wall
play
back.
greedy.
I'm
I'm not gonna
nervous.
play greedy.
I'm nervous.
I'm coming back to you guys. There's no point in me risking it.
There's two in this room right here.
Okay.
These are the last two.
Yep, he's in A. He's in A. Two in A.
Yep, they're in A.
They're in A.
In A.
We're gonna have to go from outside
Hold on.
then. Can we? No, I can't.
Oh god, no.
What?
Oh my god, oh
What?
god. No,
What?
we're
Are they
dead.
okay? Listen. Are they left side or right side?
They're in there.
It's a small room.
I got him.
Just keep shooting.
Oh my god, right there! I got him!
Friendly's destroyed.
Oh my God, we're keeping the tradition. Every single reveal, I get team kill at least once.
Well,
To be fair, you walked right in front of me,
That is-
so...
That is true. That is
that
true.
that first shot was like deliberately set aside for Serenity.
Did I get
It was
unplugged?
like boom, kill you, and then pause. Are you
Uh-oh.
good?
I got unplugged.
Serenity.
You got too excited?
I got unplugged.
Are you
Oh,
good?
we're good. Wait, nope, we're not good.
You good?
Serenity,
Or we
not
have to
gonna
pause?
lie.
Yeah.
When I was on the other team, Renee said she was gonna team kill you if you killed me. So
Aw.
it's,
Oh, we're saved.
it looks like it still happened. I thought you were safe
Right,
from it
right,
now,
right.
but
Listen, don't run in front of fire. I mean,
No, honestly, yeah, it was my fault.
I got the kill at least.
yeah, the important thing is she ended the round.
Hold on, I want to show the chat that you can actually play football.
Oh yeah, yeah, you can kick the soccer ball.
Yeah,
down.
where is it though? I can't. I want to find it.
Most important part of the deal.
Yes,
in honor,
it is.
In honor of the All-American Grand Finals, I think we should call it soccer and not football.
Yeah. All-American.
I'm not gonna. No comment.
USA. USA.
Just started a war.
It's top floor. I can
yeah.
see them reinforcing
Oh,
stuff
there
at
you
the
go.
top.
There it is.
I don't know what to call the top, but it's top.
And I don't even know how to get to the
Drone
top.
has found a bomb.
This is gonna be a wicked OP drone.
Technically Methalab and packaging.
10 seconds to insertion.
Anyway, I can't.
Found it.
I need to be useful now. Duty
Let's
waits.
spawn rooftops and try to go.
Sorry
open
guys,
stuff.
that's kind of useless.
The diffuser has been
Okay, so
So-
they're top floor. Nice. Oh, okay. I know what to do.
Location and
So we just need to all stay alive, and we need to clear the red tower. Thank yous.
Alright. Oh, Panky.
He always tries to do this. When we played, he always tried to do it.
Aw, the Panky.
Okay, Miche, let's clear this tower, and then we can push the other one. But it's really risky if we don't clear this one first. All
I'm
right.
just gonna open some stuff up.
I'm behind you.
With the thermite.
Remember, you just.
Oh my
flash.
god, is it Chugga? Oh my god.
Okay, Miche, can you be alone now?
I'm pushing
Yeah,
roof.
I could be alone.
Okay, sure. I'm going up. By the way, there's a lot of places to flank you, so you're pretty weak.
Oh,
Like shields
God.
are not that
Let me
good.
down. Please let me
Listen.
down.
Okay, where are you, Punji?
I'm good. I'm good.
Okay, Punji, can you get this wall here?
Is it
Oh,
a thermite
boy.
wall? Because I
Yes,
just used
yes,
them
it is.
both.
Yes, it is. Oh,
I suck.
my bad, my bad.
I have 16 health and now I'm dead.
Renee?
I was dead. You opened up
did it?
both those walls in front of me. I had nowhere to go.
Yeah, those are good walls. Look. Oh god!
I had nowhere to go.
Oh, did they have it to Chunka?
Oh no!
Chunka's dead.
Oh, Chunka's
all
dead.
over the
Nice job, nice
tower.
job. Okay, so they have Caviera inside B, I think.
Pulse is in
Oh, she's outside?
A.
No?
No, I got her. I got her.
Okay, okay. Well, can we get inside and plant? Maybe?
I'm checking B right now.
Yeah, Ashlyn, I think B is clear. I'm going to
I'm
use
going towards B right now. I'm going towards B.
Sounds good.
I'm watching stairs on B.
It's smoked. They can't
Alright,
go up. They can't
alright,
go up.
I'll watch it. Plant it.
Go, plant. No, you plant. You plant.
Yeah.
F in chat from ACJ.
Watch stairs, watch stairs.
Rippy dippy.
Planting.
Sounds good.
It's done.
Okay, go repel somewhere.
At all costs.
I don't care where.
I
They
got
have a-
this. I got this.
On the stairs.
Got one.
Nice.
I got
More
the
on
stairs. I can smoke the stairs to make it awkward for them.
Yeah, it's pulse too, so be careful.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I saw him. He's in stairs.
That sounds like
Playtime. Yeah, let's go. Nice
Op
game.
4 eliminated.
I think that's it.
Got you some kills on the board.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was nervous. I didn't want to do bad. All right. Yeah, that's it. That was 5 rounds.
Nice.
Nice.
That was fast.
4-1. Nah, it's just a match.
Around 6.
Well, that was our live demo. It was quite fun to watch. We will soon be joined by both Serenity as well as Bloodbath to discuss further everything that we have that's new. And we're going to reveal a couple of new features that are going to be coming in and improvements. So you want to stay tuned for that. So what was your favorite moment, JB, from this demo?
I mean, Lord Shenka took a kill, so that's probably my highlight.
And I'm going to go with the interrogation by Serenity. I'm glad he got to show this off. And I'm also glad that it didn't quite, like, it was effective. He got some information, but, like, it was just, like, the kickoff of the round. It didn't,
Yeah.
like, conclude anything.
Luckily for attackers, they were like early enough in the round that they didn't have an isolated target inside the building. Otherwise, it would have gone pretty bad for them in this round.
Yeah. All right. Well, we have our 2 panel members that are joining. Here you go. So I'm really glad to introduce them. First off, we have Bloodbath, who was playing in the opposite team of Serenity.
Right.
You rocked that one round that you guys won.
We tried. I mean, it's difficult, especially playing the new content. You've got a lot of new meta in the map. The new operators definitely bring a different scene, a different feel to how a team should formulate and work together. And it was really unique to play. Really awesome.
Nice. And I'm going to drop some info already. But this guy is going to be our new caster for the Pro League. So we're really stoked to have you on board. It's going to be nice.
I mean, ESL had reached out to me a few weeks ago and had offered the opportunity for me to come to Poland and cast for Season 3. And I'm extremely excited about it.
Nice.
So really looking forward to it.
Cool. And right next to you, of course, I think people are starting to know him pretty well. We have Serenity, our returning panelist, demoist, Rainbow Six player.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I think me and Bloodbath had a little bit of an advantage. We kind of played the map a lot before, which is why I knew what my team was supposed to be doing and everything. But yeah, it was a lot of fun, and I'm kind of glad I got to use both abilities because they're a lot more specific than Blackbeard and Valkyrie, so it's kind of hard to showcase. So I'm pretty happy that I got that, at least.
Yeah, it was a fun match to watch, and congrats on winning.
Thank you.
All right, so let's chat a little bit about the new content. Serenity, what's your most interesting new thing or favorite thing?
So it's got to be the outside destruction on Favela. This map offers so much in terms of the defenders going outside. On most maps, the outside shell is indestructible, and it's kind of taboo, honestly, to go outside as a defender. People don't like it. On Favela, you're going to have to do it. If you don't do it, then you're just going to lose rounds after rounds, and it's just not going to go well. So you really have to punish that Blackbeard for being, easy to flank. You have to punish that new attacker, for
Capital.
Yeah, Capital,
yeah.
sorry. For sniping the diffuser with his crossbow, all that stuff. So yeah, I really like that.
I think on top of that, what makes this map awesome is just like it was kind of pronounced in Border, the fact that it was so destructible. I feel this makes Border look a lot like Plane. This map is, in my opinion, 2-3 times more destructible than Border. And so I'm really happy to see that kind of destruction, and it's going to, I believe, change the meta so that the defensive team is going to have to think about a strategy for retaking, not necessarily holding, but retaking the site after the diffuser's been planted, after the attackers have gotten in, because that's what it's going to be. The attackers are going to get in, and you're going to need to determine how are you going to get back in and retake that bomb site.
Yeah, I remember you, Serenity, telling me that you thought, tell me if I'm wrong, but that people would have to defend in a different way, not directly in the room, but maybe around it and stuff like that.
So it's really tough to stay on sites like Bloodbath said. Like it's pretty much impossible. You're going to get like just droned and spotted, and just they're gonna shoot you through walls. So it's all about like staying around the objective, trying to get that interrogation, and then after that you kind of retake. Like he said, like you really work your way around the site, go outside even, and then retake the site from all around it. And so I think that teams with like a lot of good fraggers will do well because everybody has to think by themselves. Like you can't have a caller here. Just because there's so many micro decisions you have to make in game, and it's really tough to play as a player. I'm not gonna lie, like this map is one of the tougher ones, but I think it's going to offer much more for like the Pro League and stuff like that.
And I think you saw some of that at the last round. Me being on the defensive side, we chose the second and third floor. I think 3 out of the 4 sides of that room are all 100% destructible. You saw Thermite come in and blow the walls open so that they were able to create those crossfires, and that's where it's going to be up to the defensive team to figure out how to counter that, how to retake it.
You have to move around. And another aspect that I really like about the map is the dynamic of range. Is like typically everything that's inside the building is very, very close quarter. But because of the way the map is structured, you have a lot of very long line of sight, both for defenders trying to shoot attackers that are coming to them, and for attackers because of the outside distraction. Lots of long sight like ACOG line of sight that you can get inside the building. So you get a good mix of various ways to play.
Do you think it's a good map for Glass?
It might be, yeah. It may well be.
Honestly, it's funny because this map is all about close quarter, but there's a lot of like outside roofs that are really far away, and because you can blow up those walls, you can plant a diffuser and you can defend it from like the other side of the map. So it's actually not that bad. Like this map kind of offers pretty much every range, but like inside the building, yeah, it's going to be like really close quarter shotgun, yeah.
Yeah, very shotgun friendly.
Yeah, and going back to what you had just said about those long angles, they're not wide open hallways. It's tight corridored angles that you might see through a hallway into another room. That where I think Glaz might excel, but also all the other operators that have ACOGs on their scopes and are built for that ranged battle.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
Speaking of operators, who's your favorite?
My
Bloodbath?
favorite is.
If you have to pick one.
If I had to pick one, it would
Forever.
definitely forever would be Capital. Especially with this new content, I feel he's very special in what he can bring to the team. In a sense, he's similar to other operators that can bring smoke, but now he's able to bring that smoke in a more accurate arena and bring it from a distance. Where smoke grenades you can only throw so far, this you can shoot through a corridor, through a room, and make it a lot more precise. And then the incendiary, you're able to trap individuals or trap the defenders into particular areas of the room or keep them out.
Yeah, absolutely. You had actually a very good demonstration of the power of Capito. I think it was during the first round where you were planting and you were blocking the whole stair. It was very hard for them to retake. They had to pretty much move around by the other area, which made it a lot harder. So in terms of roaming, it's very, very useful to block the retake.
Yeah.
Can someone explain to our viewers what's the difference between like smoke and Capitao smoke? Except like I know that one is attacker, the other is defender, of course, but how are they different in terms of what they do?
So Capitao is like long range. You can like pretty much any range you can shoot from, and you can make like a small murder hole in the wall, and you can get that crossbow in there. But it does a lot more damage, but it's really small area of effect. So basically, you're gonna use it in 2 ways. Either you see like someone behind a deployable shield, you shoot him, and then he has to run away, and you kill him. And the other way you could use it is like long hallways that are really tight, like in Favela. There's a lot of those, and you can trap people in kind of awkward situations. They have to get out of, like, it's really tough. Like
Staircase as well.
Right. Like I blocked that guy, and he had to go outside and take the super long way around the Favela, which is just really awkward as a defender after the diffuser is planted. So yeah, it does a lot of damage. You can see right through it though. And yeah, it's very, very small area of effect. So it's more specific. You're gonna have to know exactly what you do when you use it. It's not like smoke where you can just smoke off, like not really accurately. You have to like really be precise with it. But I think it's going to be very useful the higher of your understanding goes. It's gonna be hard to use for like casual players though.
Yeah, it's gonna rely on map knowledge a lot.
Yeah.
In terms of design, how did you envision it, GB, with your team? Is the gameplay you're seeing going along with what you guys were expecting?
Yeah, absolutely. We wanted to have a guy that was more on maybe some sort of support role, add a lot of versatility. Yeah, I feel like in terms of loadout, what he can deploy and bring to the team, like he can do a lot of various things. He really has to adapt to the situation, and I think he can be useful in in a lot of various ways, and we're going to be surprised. We're going to see lots of things that we haven't anticipated.
Yeah, I mean, like you said, you saw him in the support role. What I envisioned when I first saw Capital was being outside, you blow open a wall, and you're using his smokes, his incendiaries, to either block off a doorway once the diffuser's been planted, or create an avenue for Thermite or whoever to get that plant down.
Yeah.
And that's what I see him being used in, at least at the moment. But I'm sure...
As a sort of shot caller that really creates timing and windows of opportunities for his team.
Yeah, I can definitely see the in-game leader on the semi-pro and the pro league teams being this new operator, and being able to play that support role and step back and realize his team and what they're doing and call those shots.
And you got to try Caveira as well.
Yes.
How did you feel about that? How did you feel about the silent step?
So the silent step I really liked. One of the things that I do, I am oftentimes the lurker for a team, and so one of the things I like doing is trying to be as silent as possible. But with Caviar, it's a lot easier to do that now with that silent step. And on top of that, you're not just able to kill the enemy team silently, but you can now help your team no matter where you are by interrogating. And so that feature I think is really awesome, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it develops.
So,
yeah, we got to see it in action with you.
Yeah. So the silent step is actually like it's pretty good for like normal play, but if they have really good headphones, they can actually hear you pretty well. It's not muffling your sound completely, and so you can't really be like reckless. Like you have to still be really careful. But I think Caveira will be literally like the definition of a pump stomper, because against pro teams, it's going to be first harder to survive roaming. Like they're just going to drone you and 5-man hunt you. It's going to be harder to isolate that guy, kill him without a headshot. Like without him killing you first, because headshots are really important. And then get that interrogation, and then get kills with that interrogation, because if they're smart, they're just going to know that Caveira downed someone, they're going to group up, pre-fire the common angles, get out of there. And so it's going to buy a lot of time at a pro level, but I don't think it's going to be game-breaking. But in casual, like if you have a player that's really good, and he plays Caveira, and he can, roam pretty well, it's definitely going to be like crazy, and I can't wait to play Caveira like in ranked.
Yeah, she's going to punish isolated attackers
Yes.
pretty
They're
hard.
definitely going to be an operator that causes a lot of havoc on a team. But I know just from talking with people and hearing about the DLC coming out that people, I don't want people to get the wrong idea that it's going to be so overpowered. I mean, as we saw in the demonstration, it's not an outline of the player. It's just an icon above their head that flashes where they are. So I feel like the developers, including yourself, have really taken the time to understand what makes an operator overpowered and tried to evade that and not head that direction and try to make it as balanced as possible.
Right.
And of
Try our
course,
best, but just wanted to say that in terms of tweaking, obviously we do a lot of play sessions internally, so we try to tweak things as best we can before releasing. Of course, we can be wrong, and typically like the timing of the interrogation itself or how long it reveals people, that kind of thing we can absolutely tweak. So if we see like with our gameplay stats that it's really overpowered, we'll tweak it.
Yeah.
and this time around, we really tried to like step up our pre-game. Basically, we took some opportunities to invite pro gamers to the studio in advance, people that were around the Montreal studio, so they gave us first feedback.
Yeah.
Then we even did a test with the pro gamers in our private secret subreddit with the pro gamers, so they got to give more feedback to us, and you were in it, and it's really useful to us. How did you feel it impacted you in your job?
It's incredible because our timelines are pretty short. Like we have to produce content really fast to deliver every time on time for the new seasons, which is both exciting and frightening. And getting the opinion of people like you guys before we can release the content and from the subreddit, the pro subreddit, like you said, it's invaluable for us. It's like getting playtests from experts, and it doesn't necessarily mean that what we're going to release is going to be perfect, but it's going to be much better than if we didn't take the time to do that.
And I really like doing it, and I love the game, and if I can help you guys, then yeah, sure, I'll do it. Like I really want the game to do well, and like I'm really happy as of right now. Like the two operators, I think they're fine. Like I said, Caviar might be a little too strong if it's like a top player playing against casuals, but like that's true for every operator. So yeah.
Yeah, we'll make sure to look at the stats and see how the community feels about it, and I'm confident we'll find the right balance.
Yeah,
yeah, and I see the operators, both of them, being very similar to Frost and Buck in the sense that they're going to be played all the time for the first few weeks, but then people are going to realize that they're situational, just like almost every other operator is. And so they're not going to be, at least for the start, they're not going to be a must pick. Or towards the Pro League, you'll get to see them being used, but they're going to be situational per map. And that's what I think is going to be a good operator, not one that's as a must pick.
Let's talk a little bit about our new features. So I'd like us to show on screen the footage of our new tactical realism game mode that will be available in custom games. Basically what it is our response to what we promised to the community a while back. We said we'd have a hardcore mode because people wanted it. We iterated on it, and finally we're ready to show you, as you can see on screen, a first version of the tactical realism mode. You're going to be able to play it in custom games only, because for us right now it's in beta, and we want to have your feedback. We want to improve on it, and we're pretty stoked about it. I'll let you guys talk about it a little bit, and then I'll fill you in if there's anything else that I can reveal about this mode.
So it's really brutal because like you don't get outlines of teammates, and so you have to, like, in that split second where you turn that corner and you see that guy pointing his gun at you, you have to know if it's a teammate or not. And if it's a teammate, you have to literally scream like teammate, right? Like we tried to play it.
Friendly.
Yeah. Like we would see so much team kill.
Yeah.
And it's kind of like it's really hard because now you have to not only call out the enemy position, like, oh yeah, there's 2 kitchen. No, like there's 2 teammates in kitchen, like watch out, I see you're coming, like, you know, I see with the camera you're coming into kitchen, don't shoot. You know, it's tough. It's really tough. It might seem like a lot easier than it is, but yeah, when you start playing it, you realize how much you depend on that, like on those icons and those outlines and stuff. Yeah,
and I think one of the things that I really loved about this game was the strategy and the communication piece. And if people thought that the game desired communication, or the communication part was necessary in ranked in the current game mode, it's going to be 10 times more in this tactical game mode.
For sure.
And I mean, you've got, like Serenity said, you have no outlines. The only thing you have to identify your team is just the operator itself, and you have a white lettered name above their head.
If you point at them, only if you point at them.
Only if you point at them. You don't see where the diffuser is or where the bomb is. You don't know if you killed anyone. So if you down someone or killed anyone.
Yeah, the kill confirmation not being there like changes entirely the mechanic, because usually you get this score event where you pretty much know if someone is done, or at least if he got killed. But this time it's like you don't even know if the guy is actually dead, so you have to jump and you have to confirm the kill yourself by watching it, or you might wait for the end of the round before having any idea of who's remaining and who's even alive.
And then you have to keep count of like how many operators are dead, because it changes everything, right?
I mean, you don't see the scoreboard or the operators at the top of the screen, so you don't even know if you're the last one alive on your own team.
Yeah, they have to tell you.
It's really a unique gameplay.
And I like how, like, you have to count the amount of enemies that are dead, but that's really tough because sometimes you might be at the other end of the map, and someone gets like cap-canned, and you know you hear the explosion. You're like, did I get 1? Did I get 2? Or C4s? C4s are really tough because usually you just take cover, you chug that C4 to Blitz, and then Blitz blows up. You see the points, but because you don't see the points, Blitz might be still alive, and so you have to hear, or you just charge in and Blitz is still alive and he flashes and you're dead, right? So like C4 is really hard to use on this game mode. Yeah.
And one more thing is that we also did the ammo management system, like people were asking for. It took quite a bit of iteration, but we finally think we got it right. You give us your feedback on the subreddit and the forums. But basically, you guys tried it. Does anyone want to comment on that, the new ammo management?
It's tough. You have to pay attention to something you're not used to pay attention at all. Like in this game, you have a lot of, like, sometimes I pay attention to like some ammo. For example, like I know Jaeger has a lot of bullets, so he can make a lot of murder holes. But like counting, you know, like okay, Mag 4 has like half the bullets in there. Like that's a lot to think about with everything that's going on in the game. So yeah, it's really tough. Yeah.
Yeah. So the way it was, at least the way that I saw it, was that your primary magazine, the ones you're using, shows the number of bullets in it.
Yeah.
But now on the side, it doesn't say you've got 240 bullets left. You have 4 magazines. So just like Serenity said, now it's coming to the fact that you need to realize how many times have you reloaded.
And then you get back to that clip. So like if you reloaded at a wrong timing, then you might be in a terrible position. Yeah.
That's a really unique feature that a lot of games don't have. And so I'm curious how it's going to play out and how it's how teams are going to adapt to it.
old school Raven Shield fans should be pleased.
I think so.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about the other things. What were the highlights for you? I know you read in advance the patch notes, so you can maybe drop some information here about improvements or even bug fixes.
Yeah, so one of the things that I really like, I like the fact that when you're in the operator selection screen, you've readied up, your team is readied up, you're able to identify the entire loadout of all of your teammates.
Yes.
So you can see the weapons they've chosen, the gadgets they've chosen, and maybe they were picking breach charges instead of whatever, to C4 or nades. And all that stuff is what is going to make a team more effective. You're able to now say, okay, you're bringing smokes. We don't need smokes anymore. We need some frag grenades.
Yeah, especially in casual play, it's going to be easier to adapt to what the team needs.
Yep.
Because I guess that in pro plays, obviously everyone knows what everyone is taking, but in
Right.
casual, I think like if you see that everyone is already taking breach charges, you can go for the smokes or the stunts, and it's fine.
Yeah, and it's really important because like so many times in ranked, like not pro, but like casual ranked. Everybody runs stuns. I don't know why, but like everybody likes stuns now, and so it's really rare that you get to see like someone using breaching charges. So that's great to know. And also, you can actually drop the diffuser now in the loading
In
screen,
ranked.
and someone can pick it up. So if your strat is to have like the diffuser spawn somewhere safe, and you have 4 guys storming the half of the building, you can do that. Like it's great. It's not a gamble anymore because sometimes in the pro league they would have to like gamble a little bit, and then if the diffuser respawned on the wrong side of the map,
Yeah.
they would have to like repel on the top of the building and waste like 30 seconds, which is a lot in ESL. So.
They'd have to make a meetup time. And
Right.
with this new feature, I know it's a highly anticipated request that a lot of the semi-pro and pro league teams have made, saying we want to build strategies, but there's still this unknown factor on who's going to get the
a little bit
diffuser.
of randomness.
So now I think this is going to allow the attacking team to create even better strategies and allow them to get inside quicker, make that gameplay faster. And I think this is a great step in that direction.
What about you, JB? Any favorites that were not revealed yet?
I mean, it's a small detail, but I like the fact that on the compass, the north is now indicated with the red thing. Because to be honest with you, like every time I was checking the compass, it always took me like a good second to check where the north was. So it's just like it felt like a bit of lost time, and it feels more efficient now.
Yeah, and we also reworked the HUD, and we have a lot more improvements, which you're going to be able to find all about as soon as the patch notes come out, right before the Operation Skull Rain comes out, which is on August 2nd. And we're going to wrap up this panel. Let's talk a little bit about prediction for the Pro League. Who do you think is going to take it? Any pick?
So when we were playing some of the new content, we were playing it all, and we had some of the members from each of the Pro League teams come and play with us. I saw some good stuff from Denial. I saw some great gameplay from them, even though they were playing on PC. You could definitely tell that they knew their stuff. Now, as for Strictly Business, I'm hoping it becomes a great show. I mean, we saw at the end of both semifinals how they both went to overtime. 5-5 went down to the wire, and even one of them was overtime on a 1v1 with diffuser planted.
that's pretty
So
good.
it was really intense to watch, and I'm hoping the same showdown is going to happen here.
All right. Well, I think it's it. What about you?
I'm really not sure. I hope it's going to be a good match. Yeah, Denial, I'm kind of rooting for them. But yeah, I saw some good stuff too. Like, I got to agree. They were really impressive, like individually. Yeah.
Yeah, in terms of communications, they were pretty impressive. Their timing were impeccable,
too.
and like they were really well prepared. That being said, we could be surprised because, like you said, like both of the matches that finished the first series were pretty impressive and pretty close.
Yeah.
So we'll see. I'm just sad that the French teams were eliminated.
Right?
Oh, bummer.
Yeah, it would have been cool to have a Europe versus North America finals, but maybe next time. This time around, we're going to check it out and see who wins. Who is the American team that is going to take our Xbox finals. Thank you so much, guys, for sitting
Thank you
down
very
with me
much.
for
Thank
this
you
for having
panel. Thank you, guys, the community, so much for tuning in. We've never had so much viewers, nor so many players tuning in one day. So it's a really good moment to be a dev today.
Absolutely.
All right, well, thank you so much, and hope you enjoy the grand finals.
Thank you, guys.